Welcome and good morning. Today I'm going to be sharing on who's a part of your spiritual journey. One of the scripture I like to spend time on is when Jesus Christ is addressing doubting Thomas and he tells him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. I'm always amazed at the direct, courageous statement made there. So recently I was pondering the way, the path that Jesus Christ laid for us to get to the Father. And I'm going to take you on a different type of journey this morning because sometimes this is just how my brain works. So I'm pondering this path, and all of a sudden, the Wizard of Oz pops into my head. And I'm like, really, Father? I'm going to get spiritual truths from the Wizard of Oz about my spiritual journey? And it's almost like he said, just go with it, honey. So think about it. Now, some of us been born again so long we don't remember not being born again. But how does Wizard of Oz start? Black and white, no color, lots of drama, lots of things going on. That's before born again. Travesties, tornadoes, witches, windstorms, cellars that you don't get into, safety you can't reach. And then bam, you end up in this different place because you confessed Romans 10, 9, and 10. And you open the door, and what do you see but vibrant color everywhere? Oh my gosh, it just fills the senses, and it's so beautiful. You've been wanting to be there all your life. Well, what do you do now? You've got this path ahead of you. What do you do? And you get these little prompts. Well, follow the path. Go with the path. Go with the path sometimes means you got to open up a book. You got to start reading about how this path is and what you're supposed to be doing on this path. But as you go along this path, you know what? You meet folks. You meet folks that impact your walk, help you get to where you're ultimately supposed to be going. Yeah, you're going to meet the ones that keep trying to get you back off the path, but you're going to meet people with a lot of brains. They've already been on that path for a long time. They can help you walk it even more easily, not without its challenges. Never going to get a path without challenges, but it can be walked easier if you've got somebody who's walked it ahead of you, been willing to share. I have a friend like that. How about somebody with a lot of heart, a lot of love? Honey, you're going to need so much love on this walk. And you're going to need to give a lot of love on this walk. And you know what? Jesus knew that too. And you're going to meet folks that are going to strengthen that in you too. And you know, they're at times going to think they don't have it, but they have it. Just like Dorothy met those that had it. They just needed affirmation. But you're going to meet folks that they don't need that affirmation. They already got it from Jesus Christ. I got a friend that walks with a lot of love. And then you're going to need those friends that have a lot of courage. You know, standing up and talking about Jesus isn't an easy thing to do. There's a lot of folks out there that don't want you on that path. They want you to be deviated to this other topic or that topic or this facility or that one. Anything to get your time distracted from that true path that you're supposed to be on. The one that Jesus laid. The way, the truth, the life. Being on that path of the way. And you know, that path, the whole thing for that path is to get you home. That's where we all want to be. We want to be home with the Father. From the moment you get born again, that is the heart's deepest yearning. I want to go home to the Father. I want to be home with my dad. I'm so thankful that we have a path that goes from black and white to multicolor. What they used to call that, panoramic vision. It was quite a big deal when I was a little kid because I came from black and white TV. So color TV was like, oh, look at that. Yeah, that's like life without God. Life with God. Black and white, boring, desultory. Life with God, challenges, but exciting, full of color. The folks that are already part of that path are just waiting for you. They want to help you excel. They want to help you get ahead. They want to help you be the best you that you can be for God. And I know the Wizard of Oz ended up with Dorothy going back home. It wasn't about finding God. And I know that there's been all sorts of stuff written about that book about, oh, yeah, it's because it was written during the Depression, right before the war, and all the green is because of money. Well, green also stands for life, folks. It's the color for life. And what happens when she ends up in the poppies? Remember, she got distracted, got off the path, went to sleep. And then she had her challenges, wicked old witch. Flying monkeys are actually little devil spirits. Yeah, see, there's so much in it. And I had to turn to God and say, wow, that was pretty freaking awesome, Father. And he's like, honey, there is truth in everything. You just got to dig it out. And then you got to see it and apply it. And I know it might seem like a silly analogy, but it's one that's very much associable. Maybe that's a new word I just made up. However, who's a part of your spiritual journey? Who's the brains? Who's the heart? Who's the courage? I'll bet you're all three at some point to somebody, or maybe one or the other at some point to somebody. You just got to keep going. You don't let anything stop you. Don't stop and eat the apple and get in a fight with the apple trees. Just keep going. And eventually you too are going to reach home. And you know what? It's just so fun walking the path. I sure love you and thank you very much for just this silly short sharing today. I hope it blessed you.